Well, you won't get a lemon from Toyota of Orange.
Wrestling buddies want to be your buddy.
Drug-free's the way to be.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, Miss Musso, we were just doing a promo.
Welcome to Home Wrestling League.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Home Wrestling League. I am your host, Drew No Gimmick Leader Radley, taking over for Penny. Penny is currently, on assignment in parts unknown. Last time I checked, I think she was a part of a political coup to overthrow the government in parts unknown. So Penny, we will keep
allegedly.
Well, there's things on CNN. I don't know if it's fake news or not. So Penny, we are with you in your fight for freedom. I got Crystal, the Casual, and the Unicorn Station, as always. And we have a special guest. This man was pretty much like Bane. He was born from hate. And he grew up in the darkness, and he became the supreme hater, a.k.a. the executive hater. You know and love him. He's always a part of the elite hate. KP is in the house. KP, how you doing tonight?
The hater is back, bitches. Thank you. I appreciate you, Drew, Crystal. Penny, I know Penny was like in Jahanpur with because Superman, I think she was a part of that whole revolution. So shout out to Jahanpur. Freedom, power to the people.
Power to the people, Penny. Power to the people. Thank you. Thank you for fighting our fights. We are here to talk about Crown Jewel. It's funny because we were talking before the podcast started where when we hear Crown Jewel, it's synonymous with it being in Saudi Arabia. And, they go out there and it's like, man, the Saudis are just so great. Everything is awesome. Don't actually, look at what's happening. Like people currently still about a month and a half ago getting killed and shit for their opinions. But it's initially when that happened, you're like, well, fuck, like I don't really want to watch this, but it takes place in the lovely Australia where no one could live in the center of Australia because it's so desolate and awful. And so everyone just lives on the coastal side of Australia. So it's on the west end of Australia, Perth, taking place in Perth and seeing all those people in that arena. Because I remember they had a stadium show a couple years ago. And Rhea Ripley was the main event for that. So it's always a homecoming to have Rhea Ripley show up and shit because the girl's hotter than fish grease right now. Like everybody wants to see her. And yeah, like her spot gets pretty much taken once. Like her shine essentially gets taken because of the match before hers, but we'll get into that.
Can I give you a quick life Easter egg for me?
What's up?
At 5 years old, I had two dreams I still remember. One, I was a Ghostbuster in a school that burned down my elementary school. I was saving everybody from the Ghostbusters. And two, I was playing saxophone in Australia at 5 years old. I don't know why. I never touched a saxophone in my life. I just got my passport 2 years ago, but that is a dream I've had since I was 5 years old. So shout out to Perth, man. We are linked, even though we don't know each other.
It's just you playing smooth jazz right next to Kangaroo for some reason.
And we might fight. I may, music soothes the savage beast. So, shout out to all the kangaroos out there. I love you.
And shout out to the kangaroos. So right now the company's in this really weird spot where they're doing great business, but at the same time, everything is super duper expensive. And it's super duper expensive for the fans. And the business model is trending towards UFC, which is not that great. It's not sustaining for WWE because WWE targets the family. UFC targets single males. So they're doing this right now. UFC doesn't really sell merch the way WWE does, so they can take a loss on the ticket prices. But that's just me. But whenever you have these big stadium events in foreign countries, they could save all year just to see them perform. So now that's everywhere. And yeah, like I saw some of those tickets in Australia and I'm like, yeah, no, the best seat in the house is watching it on TV.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I have a conspiracy theory since TKO has bought WWE, just like they trying to do the boxing, they're trying to take everything over and it's making the product worse. So that's the downfall of civilization. Shout out to TKO.
Yeah, people don't like things. They like having the assets for things. Like that's literally what's happening. Like I don't know if you saw, but I think Paramount just tried to do a bid to buy Warner Brothers. And it's not because Warner Brothers is inherently like, they need to get bought, like something needs to happen, but I think it's just assets more than anything. Because once billionaires when billionaires get into something like that, that's when it just becomes all about asset more than anything.
I could do a rant on monopolies and Paramount and the dude that just got Oracle, he's down with TikTok. It's it's an issue. And when you got too much power, what Kanye say, no one man should have all that power. So it's all corruption.
And Kanye West is a very, very smart person, I guess.
But right,
Yeah, exactly. We start off the night with Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is Australian. He used to go by Jonah Rock, and then came to WWE, got fired, went to New Japan, became awesome. They came back as Bronson Reed. And now he's a part of Seth Rollins' stable because he beat the shit out of Seth Rollins months ago. And then Seth Rollins is like, I like the cut of this guy's jib. Like no one was kicking my ass better than this guy. Let me hire him on to be one of my goons. Yeah.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's what he did. That's all he did.
That's literally the promo. Like that's like it's like, hey, this guy whooped my ass. I need him on my team. So this is the third straight pay-per-view that Roman Reigns is curtain jerking, like the first match. And I'm like, I remember the days where Roman Reigns was the final match.
Right.
Can we get back to those days? Like those days were great.
Maybe he's shooting too many movies, man. He tired. He got to get in and go do some reshoots. I don't know.
Like I guarantee all of these guys would much rather be shooting movies than taking for professional wrestling bumps.
Yes, I agree.
But Bronson Reed comes out. He's the tribal thief. I do like the gimmick of him just stealing the sneakers. I really wish he would have stole more sneakers to make that really go. Like just random people's sneakers, not just Roman Reigns' sneakers. That would have been great. But the match starts off, it's like hectic and ridiculous, and Roman Reigns brings out a cricket bat, and Roman Reigns brings out one of those rugby footballs, and he's throwing it at Bronson. He misses, and I'm like, oh, this is why you got cut from the NFL. Okay, this makes sense. And the match is back and forth. It's just violent. It's just two big Samoans just throwing the shit at each other, just beating each other up. And then as everything's going down, Roman Reigns is about to hit that spear into the barricade, and then out of nowhere, Baby Steiner, Braun Breaker, comes out and then spears him. And then they proceed to beat the shit out of Roman Reigns. And then something that's really funny is anytime somebody's getting really beat up, somebody comes in, and like it's a run-in. It's called a run-in. Somebody runs in, and so the Usos have their music play because it's a Roman Reigns match. So his cousins have to show up for like some reason, no matter what. And then I'm laughing because they come in, and then they're just walking to the ring. Like, you see your cousin, he's like getting whooped, and you just walk to the ring, and then Braun Breaker actually gets them to start running, and then they throw super kicks everywhere, super kicking everything, giving them the 1D, and then all of a sudden they get they're about to hit the splash, and then he gets knocked over the top rope, and then that's when Braun Breaker has the really cool look where he sees Jimmy on the outside. The barricade earlier didn't get crashed through, but he goes around and spears him, and the way that the camera is moving is really cool because it's like he's a predator, where he's just like, oh, this is awesome, and then he goes around and then he runs really fast to spear Jimmy. There's more match. Then Jay accidentally spears Roman into the table that was set up in the ring, and Roman ends up losing the match. I had to think about this, and this is the first time Roman Reigns has been pinned one-on-one since he lost the belt to Cody at WrestleMania 2024. So it's pretty impressive that he's had this go on for as long as he did. I do like the result. I think Bronson needed this more. Roman's teeth are way too white. Like, it's an uncomfortable white.
He might got, like, you know how women go get a BBL refresh? I think he got a teeth refresh.
Yeah, like, it is very, like, he could see
But
that.
a lot of people, they're getting their teeth way too white now, and I don't know if it's because they think like the HD TV makes it different or something. I don't know, but so many people's teeth look like dentures, like they're fake teeth, like they're not real. There's nothing real about those chompers. They're just like blinding you.
Is it like people that say, oh, you know, TV adds 20 pounds? Does the TV add like whiter teeth?
Right? Does it?
Yeah,
it's very strange.
It has to be the unnatural white. It's like, no, we're going.
Camera needs to see the whites of your teeth from 100 yards away.
It's like, man, I have to put on sunglasses to watch Roman Reigns matches because anytime he starts smiling, I'm blind.
Oh man, amazing.
But the match ends. Bronson and them walk out, and then Roman is just like, guys, I didn't need your help. What do you like? What made you think I needed your help? I'm like, for the past 4 years, they have literally helped you in every single match. What are you talking about? Like, you're just like, hey, I'm good now. I don't really need your guys' help. Bullshit. You made a career on having your cousins come into every one of these matches. Like, there's certain lulls in bloodline matches where you're like, I feel like somebody's gonna show up in this exact spot here, and they end up doing it. But yeah, it was a good match. What did you think of the match overall, KP?
I didn't know. One, I'm not the biggest Usos fan, so I'm glad they didn't get to do the yeet 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 dance all day, and then stop and then do it again, and then I'm glad that's done. That wasn't done. But their wrestling skills, it feels like they have diminished. Like, they're not interesting as wrestlers to me. Their characters are not interesting. Like, I'm looking at it like, okay, I get it. Maybe they've been on TV too long for the last couple of years, so you get like used to it. But I just don't find them interesting as characters anymore. But I like the match, and I'm glad that Braun Breaker and them won. Like, good for them. They need to spread their wings and become bigger stars because their villains to me have always been more interesting than good guys. But when you get the anti-hero, the guy in the middle, like Seth Rollins was, and what these guys are now, like, I'm good on them. But sometimes the bad guy has to win, and I'm glad that they won, so they can tell a better story. I don't think the Usos right now are the better story.
Yeah, and it's weird because a situation like this, because Bronson Reed is from Australia, it's kind of a hometown win, but other countries in the world don't have the same amount of patriotism that Americans have. So
yes, I heard the boos. They was booing the
yeah.
I heard I was booing too. So shout out to Australia.
Yeah, exactly. They know who's the villain. Everybody wants to see Roman Reigns and all of his muscles and shit. And Roman Reigns slinks off to the back. Then Jay Uso's just like, man, I'm tired of this too. But the funny part about that whole thing is going back to the Roman Reigns part. He's just like, I don't want to see you guys until Christmas. That is amazing.
That was pretty funny.
Like the fact that he said that I'm like 5 stars. 5 stars.
Me either. I don't want to see them till Christmas either. So shout out to Roman Reigns for reading my mind. It's fine. Let him get a vacation.
Man, he understands family. It's just like I'm cool with you. I just can't see you guys right now. I can't see you guys right now. I didn't want to see you guys on Thanksgiving.
Maybe I'm hating because the rumor is was it Jey Uso is dating Jada Parker? So
yeah.
Maybe I'm hating. Maybe that's why I don't like him.
I mean,
because that would be his biggest accomplishment before the belt that he won.
Yeah, no, it's like Jada Parker's bad as shit. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I can understand KP. I can understand. Like, I can understand. Hating.
Fuck that yeet.
Exactly. Oh God. So we go to the next match, which is the first Crown Jewel champion versus champion match, which is the women's match. We have Stephanie Foucault versus Tiffany Stratton. The thing that's really impressive about Tiffany Stratton is the fact that she just started wrestling 4 years ago.
Oh wow.
Like, did not know that much about wrestling, was a trampoline gymnast where she would
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where she was placing in tournaments and shit, and then she just decided, like, you know what, I'm just gonna start this wrestling thing. And
well, it's not too far off,
and yet
acrobatics of it. So
yeah, and it gets to a point that I wanted to make is women are better at becoming wrestlers younger than men are, because women understand like the character aspects. They understand like, oh, okay, well, if my character does this, then this is going to happen, and if my character does this, then this will happen.
That's because women have been taught from a young age to read other people. We are very good at being aware of everybody else around us and how they want us to perform and what different situations we're in. Women have to wear a lot of faces most of the time. Most women, I'll say. And I mean, and I say that like being completely serious. Like, it's a reason why there's so many women who don't get diagnosed with ADHD and even autism sometimes, because they are so good at having to be told, you need to think about everybody else, that they can hide those things from everybody for a long time without even realizing they're doing it. So it makes sense that women are, like you said, they're better at picking up those little nuances of wrestling and like getting into a character and knowing, how to like do that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, they just make for better wrestlers. It's kind of crazy. But getting to this match, and they have a big deal about the Crown Jewel belt, which is supposed to be worth millions of dollars, have every blood diamond possible. KP, I remember we talked yesterday and you're like, that belt looks terrible. I'm like, I agree.
Then Crystal, belts are ugly. They are. How that shit? UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly.
And then,
yes.
And then Crystal said, like, the belt looks like the key to Emerald City.
It
And I'm
does.
like, yeah.
Yes. Shout out to the Wiz.
Shout out to the real,
The real movie, not that fake Wizard of Oz.
the real Wicked. But yeah, it's just such a big gaudy belt that it felt more in place in Saudi Arabia than it did
Yes.
in Australia.
And another thing I hate about it is because when I was younger, when I go out, I used to match my fitted with my clothes.
Mhm.
They got a belt and a ring matching, like for what? For who? Why? What's the purpose of a ring and a belt? I thought the belt and the ring was supposed to be like the trophy is the belt. What do you have a ring for?
It's because they can't take that belt everywhere. Like that stays in Saudi Arabia. Well, that stays with the royal family, the Saudi Arabian royal family, so they can look like they're doing charity work across the world. And then they give them the ring because that's the belt for the actual wrestler.
But my outfits look good. These things don't look good. But I'm sorry.
No. I agree. Like the belt is very, very
terrible.
tacky.
Shout out to Bernie Mac. Terrible. It looked terrible.
So Stephanie Vaquer is hilarious because this match is between two attractive women, but it's just like it's that thing when two attract or it's that thing where it's like a 300 looks like a phantom until an actual phantom rolls up. And so Tiffany Stratton is really hot, and then somebody hotter shows up, and then you're like, God damn. So it's like that Simpsons meme with the lambs where they're like, oh, and then they get cuter, and then the cutest one, they're like, oh, and then the one that used to be cute came in and then gets pushed out of the way. So that's how I feel with Tiffany Stratton. It's like, get out of here, Tiffany. Let's look at Stephanie. I love the fact that Booker T's horniness got the devil's kiss over, where it's like she does the move.
Right.
She does the move, and the whole crowd is like, ah.
And that's when I realized it wasn't in Saudi Arabia, because I don't think they would allow that move in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, well, I don't think, they wouldn't have allowed that move. And plus, they would have been dressed as superheroes and skin tight.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it wouldn't have had the same effect. Stephanie Vaquer is awesome, and everything is very skin tight with her. To an uncomfortable, well, not uncomfortable for me, but just an uncomfortable level where you're like, oh, Jesus, we could see everything.
Indeed. I enjoyed the sights.
Yeah, but the match is good. It's just they're having a very solid match. There's something that happens early when Tiffany Stratton tries to shake Stephanie's hand, and Stephanie's just like, oh yeah, and kicks her in the stomach. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess she's the heel in this match, which is kind of weird, but it was whatever. But just the way Tiffany moves is so effortless that I feel there had to have been some jealousy, because very few women in that division move like Tiffany Stratton, and there has to be some jealousy when it comes to that and her, and she deserves everything that she's getting because she's that talented.
I love the match. I love the match. I love the athleticism in the match. They were jumping off that turnbuckle and hitting the moves, man. She did a triple somersault turn. I was like, holy cow, and a splash. I was like, holy cow, that's some Rey Mysterio type of stuff, man.
Yeah, they were getting.
I love it was a great match. Shout out to the ladies, man, getting it done.
But I also have to say, I feel like this is just me because I'm also Latina. I feel like having a Latina dethrone a Barbie in this day and age specifically has a little bit of a message behind it.
They read the room.
Just a little, just a tiny bit. But here's the thing. I also love Tiffany Stratton's whole Barbie image. I love it. I love how her costumes are always cute and adorable, and she's like an evil, bratty little Barbie, and I love it. But I think it is interesting that that's what happened. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, she's been dethroned." I was like, "Oh, interesting, yay!"
Yeah, it was a
Good
fun.
storytelling.
It was great storytelling. The fact that Stephanie Vaquer is doing so well. It's going to get to the main event because there's a little part that no one really noticed at the main event where it's Stephanie and Seth, but that's going to be interesting. Then we go backstage. I'm pretty sure this is when Paul Heyman is just like, guys, to the two other guys, like, man, that was awesome. You got to win over Roman Reigns is a big deal. So tonight for the main event, when if Seth Rollins is calling us to help, we will not help him. He wants to prove that he is the best, and that's the beginning of that storyline where you're like, this guy needs to prove he's better than Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has beat this guy 3 times in a row, and Seth cannot beat him at all, and it's killing him inside. Then what became the main event, AJ Styles versus John Cena.
Yes.
It's weird because when you went during, like, before I became, a person who could talk to people, I was on wrestling blogs and stuff for years, and like around that 2006 2007 thing, John Cena was the number one guy at WWE. AJ Styles was the number one guy in TNA, and like they would have like, oh man, who would win between those two? And it was always a weird thing where you're like, damn, that would be cool to see that match. So when AJ signed to WWE, you're just like, oh shit, okay. They're like, all right, cool. And so when we see those matches, like in 2016, that SummerSlam match is incredible. If you ever go back and watch it, it was in Brooklyn with John Cena and AJ Styles, and John Cena is on the tail, like he's finishing up his dates. I highly doubt those dates are gonna be the same. Like I highly doubt that this is gonna be his retirement match because they fucked up his retirement so drastically that I feel that one Saudi person is just like, I want to watch John Cena wrestle. John Cena's just like, I don't really want to wrestle. It's like, I will pay you $10 million to wrestle one match. And John Cena's just like, well, I guess I'm going to wrestle this one match.
That's what Tom Brady just did for flag football.
Exactly. It was like, well, I guess I'm back to being a wrestler. It's like, what, $15 million? Yep, I guess I'm going to be wrestling now. Like that's the thing about the Saudi WrestleMania. That's contingent on The Rock showing up. Like they signed the deal where The Rock has to show up. So like I said, I don't care how the Smashing Machine does. If he gets nominated for a Golden Globe, he's not coming back to wrestling. Like he doesn't even have to get nominated for an Oscar. If he gets nominated for a Golden Globe, never coming back to wrestling.
Just started filming Jumanji Part 3. Keep him out the ring, man. Let him go live his life.
Yeah, he's the biggest movie star on earth. His daughter basically goes online and says, like, hey, people need to be nice. What was it? Because the whole Charlie Kirk thing happened. She was like, hey, you need to be nice to people on earth so you can be remembered as a good person. And then that's when people came in her mentions. And the only reason why she got away with it, company-wise, is because her father is bigger than wrestling. Only reason she got away
nepotism,
with it.
Man. That's nepotism used for good.
Yeah, like, and the funny thing is, like, she didn't say anything crazy. She said the truth.
People don't like. Some people hate the truth. They rather live in the lie. But
Exactly. So yeah, like as AJ was coming out, I'm like, damn, both of these guys are literally about to retire. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, because they're literally the same age. They were born in 1977, and like as AJ comes out, I'm like, he's wearing shorts again because like that's who he was in TNA. Like he would wear the shorts, and then over time he started wearing long pants, but AJ was just like, hey, I gotta break them out one more time because this John Cena heel run was disastrous. Like the man had, yeah, it wasted everyone's time. The man had one of the greatest heel turns in the history of professional wrestling, and they couldn't figure out what to do with it. I think the whole thing started because I don't want to give Travis Scott all the credit for that, but I think it's something to the effect of that happened, and then he didn't change his gimmick. Had John Cena changed his gimmick just a little bit, where he didn't wear this John Cena stuff, like if something like that would have happened, I guarantee that this would have went different. And yeah, it's disappointing, but
it was so bad that I was like, hey man, he's not good at being a bad guy in wrestling or on TV. Because even Peacemaker, he's not a bad guy. He can't play a bad guy. Let him be a good guy. That's what he's here for. Let him be who he is.
Yeah, let him play who he wants to play. And
absolutely.
Yeah, it would have been better for everybody. But the reception there was incredible because they all had John Cena shirts and stuff. They were yellow shirts, so like they would show the crowd and it would be just like a sea of yellow shirts and stuff because I don't know if you know this, like during the Olympics, the Australian people dress in yellow and like turquoise for some reason. I don't know the meaning behind that, but that's what John Cena's last shirt was. He comes out, everybody's singing the song. It's so cool just to see this. Everyone's just so excited to see John Cena. John Cena has his entrance and his the Never Seen 17, not the commentator, but the announcer Alicia Taylor is just like, Never Seen 17. And then John Cena pulls a paper out of his pocket and gives it to Alicia Taylor, and she's reading it, and she's saying like everything that's on it is just like the one ace and true leader of the Bullet Club, Mr. Total Nonstop Action. And you can see AJ is just like, oh man, I did not expect this. And it's a really cool moment between two guys who kind of like that was John Cena's like last best like run was him and AJ Styles, and that was a decade ago. So yeah,
like ever since he's turned from the heel to the good guy again, he's been wrestling really, really well. Like he's putting on phenomenal shows, he's been honoring all of the wrestlers before him and with him in the same era as him. So I've liked all his matches since he turned back good. I'm not even a big John Cena fan. Like, I don't care about that dude as far as a wrestler. Like, he doesn't intrigue me as much. But he's a great wrestler. He's a great character. He's great on the microphone. And now he's going out as a wrestler should, knowing that it's coming to an end. He's putting on phenomenal shows.
Yeah, like it's just really cool to see. Like you never really just like think about it. Like he is gonna retire. Like he's kind of been retired for the better part of 6 to 7 years. He's been in Hollywood. He's the second best wrestling actor. I don't care what that fucking thing said. They only put The Rock there so The Rock wouldn't have a fucking conniption fit. Like,
oh man,
like
shout out to Batista, man.
Yeah, Batista laps both of them, but John Cena has a good screen presence and knows, like, understands acting. But Batista is the GOAT when it comes to wrestling actors. The Rock could have had it, but yeah.
He had to gain too much weight. You say you got to gain 30. Come on, man. Leave me alone. I don't care.
Yeah, say a 50-year-old man should not look like that. Like, I will say a 50-year-old man should not look how The Rock looks. the match happens. And like it starts off good, and there's like a good back and forth. The one thing I really noticed about this match before I get into like everything is this is one of the few matches you'll ever see where no one leaves the ring. Like no one stepped outside and onto the floor. It all took place in the ring. And I'm like, this is really good because no, they did not take 1 foot outside on the like they were on the apron to do some of their moves, but everything took place inside of that ring. And then it gets into the second part of the match when they started doing tributes to all the people that helped them. Like AJ did a Sting move, then John Cena did the Miz's move. He did Rusev's move. He did Jericho's move. He did the Bray Wyatt, Sister Abigail. And then once that happened, everybody starts putting their phones up to be the Fireflies. They did Randy Orton move. And like it really, in getting back to Bray, it's like Bray Wyatt is one of those guys who like he shouldn't be dead.
Right.
He should not be dead. Like it's a very sad thing that happened to him because the reason why he passed away, and I wrote this in my own like notes, the reason why he passed away is because he had a heart condition and he'd gone to the doctor like previously in the week saying like, hey, you need to sleep with this from now on so this heart condition doesn't like get worse, because I'm pretty sure he had long COVID and then that really has been fucking people up. Like people that have long COVID, like their health is kind of gone.
Yeah, I know a few people. Yep.
Yeah. And so he had his breathing apparatus in his car and he takes a nap and then he doesn't wake up from the nap. So that's how he passed away. And it's not like he had years of steroid abuse. He didn't do like, he wasn't doing drugs. He wasn't doing any of that. He just died because of health. And he was way too talented. He's in that category of people that are way too talented to be wrestlers. And like, it's just sad that he's no longer with us.
Yeah, man, he was a great wrestler. Great, you believed him. When I watched Bray Wyatt, I believed he was scary. I believed he was the boogeyman. I believed in Sister Abigail. I believed everything he said and shown and emoted. Like it was great. Like he was a great. I don't know him as a person, only wrestling stuff. So everything I say is focused on that. So but he was influential. He did great moves. He had a great faction. I loved everything. You know, the great gimmick of all of the lights and all of the butterfly. Like that was so dope. Like it's so innovative. And I loved it. Can I say one thing about the crowd first? Similar to Kendrick Lamar, when he goes overseas and he starts performing. Because I told someone 3 years ago, WWE was focusing on going overseas, and they told me, "Hey man, you don't know what they talk about. They not going to Africa. They not going overseas. They product is the United States based." I said no. They're a global brand. They're gonna start going overseas, and I was proven right. However, the crowds overseas are showing United States people how to act if you appreciate something, because you never know where you're gonna get it again.
Yeah,
and since it's always here, people are gonna, especially if you come to New York, we too cool for school. We are there to watch us. We're not there to watch the wrestling. I want to watch your reaction to the wrestling. I don't care about what's going on in the ring, but I love the crowd, how engaged they are, how loud they are. They sing the songs to the very end. They chant. They go crazy. And similar to Kendrick, when Family Ties comes on, it's bananas. So shout out to the crowd, man. I really love the crowd.
Yeah, like those guys had the audience in their pocket. It was so great to see that they were able to, these men who are touching 50 are just so good at understanding what the audience wants to see. And then because as John Cena is doing all of those moves, they're like, the audience gets hip to it like, well, It was 619. So they started chanting 619. And I'm like, if John Cena hit a 619, this would be the greatest thing ever. So he sets up for the 619 and AJ stops it.
That was great, man. And I like to think, because I was watching this match and I was like, hey man, there's a video game about to come out where you become a wrestler and the more wrestlers you beat, you steal their moves. Like you start to gain access to everyone. I was like, yo, this is a great video game. Like they're paying tribute in my mind to my favorite video game ever, wrestling video game, pro wrestling. If you ever seen the Fishman is my man. Gave you the claw, put you the Boston Crab, all of that stuff. So I appreciate what they did, man. It was great. I have fun watching it. I'll say that. It's the first time in a long time other than in WWE, it's the first time in a long time I had fun watching something.
Yeah, like it was incredible stuff. But John Cena hits the Tombstone Pile Driver and then the FU to win, and then they celebrate in the ring. They put each other's hands up, and then John Cena walks to the back, and everybody's just cheering him. And then he gives the 4 because he only has 4 more times it's going to be on screen. Like it's cool. Next month they say he's gonna wrestle in San Diego against Dominic Mysterio. I'm excited to see that.
That should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that, so he could put Dominic Mysterio over. And then they say his last match is going to be against Gunther on Saturday Night Main Event. So, yeah, it's
I like Dominic a lot.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
He's my new Ric Flair.
Yeah, he's one of those people who understands wrestling so young that you're like, oh, you get what's going on. This is awesome. So we get to the match of the night where, like, after such a high of that match, then you always feel bad for the match that has to come after this. And it was the Kabuki Warriors against Rhea and Io Sky, okay, aka Rio. This storyline is weirdly gay.
So you mean weirdly gay even for wrestling?
Yeah, where it's
okay, it's like even more gay than usual.
Yeah, like
okay,
they gayed it up.
They gayed it up because I was just like, so Asuka doesn't want Io to talk to Rhea at all, to the point where it's just like, hey, if you talk to this girl, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And then Rhea's just like, what's going on? Like, I got your back. I love you. And I love this. Like, why are you guys doing that? And then it just becomes this whole thing where she just spits in her face, like blinds her with a mist. And it's just like everything about this is kind of gay coded. Like the fact that you can't hang out with this person. And every time Kyrie is just like, hey, Asuka, I just Asuka, can hey, could we just, like be cool with Rio? And then she's just like, no, the fuck we can't. And you're either my friend or you get the fuck off this friendship. I'm tired of this shit. I'm taking over. And you're like, God damn, what happened? What did this person do to you for this anger to take place? Anyway, the Kabuki Warriors come out, and then Io comes out, and Io's dressed in, has the Australian flag on her boots and stuff, and because Io Sky currently, like, everybody loves. I've said for the better part of the year, she's the best wrestler this year, easy. Like, there's no one is like topping her. No one is like, the matches she has had, what she's done in such a short amount of time, just incredible stuff. And then one of the biggest wrestlers in the world, Rhea Ripley, who is Australian, she's from Adelaide, which is, I think, on the eastern side of Australia. Adelaide, and then Perth is on the western side of Australia. I might be like, obviously I'm not from Australia, so I can't really give you the real 411 about what the Australian coast looks like. The only thing I know about Australia is Nemo was found there. But the match starts, and then they just start attacking each other, and it made me realize like the one thing I want from this whole storyline is Asuka and Io match, because those two wrestling each other, they don't move like anybody in the WWE. Like those two just move so crisply. They're so fast. They work together incredibly well. Like everything just works. And I'm like, if this is what I could get at the end of this storyline, I'm with it. But obviously, Rhea had to make the hot tag because, she is the star. Yeah, like she's the star. She is just like, look, I'm here to make this tag. Just tag me in, and then the whole building erupts because it takes so long to get back into this match because John Cena and was it AJ Styles kind of took all the air out of the room.
The air out of the building, yep.
Yeah. So
I wasn't paying attention, or I'm not keen on the storyline of this match. I enjoyed the match a lot. Mm-hmm. I just want to say Rhea Ripley needs Bianca Belair to come back. I don't know how. I know Rhea Ripley's a big star, but she needs a counterpart.
Yeah.
To take it to the next level. And I think Bianca is the only person at her level that she should be fighting for the one spot. Just like The Rock had Stone Cold and all that other good stuff. I think Rhea Ripley needs Bianca to come back healthy and to fight. I don't care about Jade. I don't care about any other girl. I think Bianca's the one that's going to help Rhea. Not that she ever lost her shine, but to add on to it. But because I was watching the match, I was like, Rhea being here doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Like this feels like she's a heavyweight wrestling other lightweights. Like it just it didn't look the same. I was like, okay, I get it, but but I think she needs Bianca.
Yeah. And Bianca has a weird situation going on because in the WrestleMania match, she broke her finger. Like it was with Rhea fell on her and broke her finger. And I don't know if you've heard anything about her. It's just like she's just been out because that finger is not like moving. Like she has no range of motion with it. Yeah. Like I don't even know if she's had surgery. Like if it's just one of those things where you're like, oh, hopefully it's not really serious where it has to get amputated. But I really hope it for her health. But you are right. She does need that person to bring the best out of her.
Yep. But I enjoyed the match. And shout out to Io Sky, man. I like her as a wrestler. Great wrestler. But it was a weird match to watch, especially since I'm not all in on it. Like I'm not tuned in on everything or the storylines. If there is one, I don't even know if there is, but I'm not so tuned in. But I loved how it looked.
Yeah, like it's good. It was good. It was just like I said, that was the death spot. Like they could have had like a promo for 15 minutes and then get back to this match, but they just put it pretty much directly after, and it kind of killed everything for it. Yeah, it was just yeah, I feel bad for both those girls, but they actually all of those girls, but they fucking killed it. They obviously are just really good at what they do. Let's go to the main event, which is the Crown Jewel men's champion versus champion match, which is Seth Rollins against Roddy Codes, aka Cody Rhodes. This whole storyline is about how Seth has never beat Cody in his current incarnation. So it's interesting because they're both really good wrestlers, right? And so Cody went 3-0 against Seth before Cody tore his pec. And then the third match was the Hell in a Cell match where Cody had the torn pec, and he takes off the jacket, and you see the blood pooling in that torn pec. And then that was the moment where you're like, oh, this guy's about to become a star, because he wrestled that entire fucking match with a torn pec.
Yep.
And it added to the story. And then the weird part about Seth, and I said this in our HWL group chat with Penny, but the weird thing about Seth is he's pinned CM Punk, Roman, and at the end of this match, Cody. And people still are just like, huh? With him, yeah. I'm like, he's great. Like, he's great. Like, why are we doing this with him? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
You know who he feels like to me? He feels like Mr. Perfect.
Okay.
He feels like Mr. Perfect, and he's a great wrestler. He got a great character, got a great shtick, as they say, no pun, but it doesn't connect. There's nothing sticky to it. Like, I don't care about his character. He's a great character. He's a great heel. He's a great good guy. But why do I like you, or why do I hate you? I don't hate or like him, and that's the worst for me. That's the worst place to be. Like, I don't hate you, and I don't like you. That means I don't really feel any way about you.
And that's like the crown, not pun intended, crown jewel. Like,
no pun.
What you're supposed to do, like, you're supposed to get an emotion out of people, and sometimes if you can't, then you're worse than you're worse than getting booed if you can't elicit emotions out of people. I will say that Cody coming out, like, Cody's theme song is pretty much the national anthem for me. Yes. Where, like, anytime he comes out, I just put my hand over my heart and it's just like, can't take my kingdom. But yeah, he was jazzed. I mean, he spent so much time in Australia. Him and Roman have spent so much time in Australia shooting Street Fighter that, he's become the Australia nightmare at this point. But the match is good. I missed the part with the Rolex. Where did he have the Rolex when he came down to the ring, and did they make a big deal of that? Or
no, Kristen.
There's somewhere there's a part with the Rolex, like, I think it fell off of him. It looks like in this clip, there's something about it took a shot from Rollins' Rolex.
Because he uses that at the end of the match.
Oh, because it fell off of his wrist, it looks like. And then he picks it up and he does, like,
put it to the side.
Yeah. And then he picks it up again and he uses that to hit him in the face.
Yeah. But the match goes on. It's very 50-50 because, these guys, Jesus. These guys, like, know each other. So it has to be 50-50 because they're just like, we know each other too well. So I know what move you're going to do. I know what move you're going to do. And it's just back and forth. So I say that because earlier in the night, which I talked about, Paul Heyman's just like, just don't come out. Don't help him. He's gonna figure it out. And the match was Seth being like, I need to beat this guy. I don't want help. I need to beat this guy. And as it's going on, Cody's hitting him with everything he has. Cody's Crossroads is just the weirdest finisher because you get hit with one and you can kick out. Like, finishers used to finish back in the day. Yes. And so now if they don't finish, they're just transitional moves. And that kind of kills the illusion. Like, I feel
I seen was the Cody Crossroads from the top rope. I love that move.
Yeah.
when he's on the top rope and he caught him in that move, I was like, that should be like one of those moves should be it.
Yeah,
even when Seth jumped from the top rope and jumped across the ring, like that was like ill. Like some of that, they wasted great moments to me.
Yeah, I agree. Like I just don't like if an avalanche version of your move doesn't work.
Your move sucks.
Yeah, your move sucks. Like
Seth had to go. He had to stomp him, then go to the top rope and do a super stomp. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here?
Yeah, and it's just awful. And then Seth picks up the Rolex that was on the timekeeper's table. That's the part I was confused about. I'm like, did I miss him put the Rolex down on the timekeeper's table initially? And then
I didn't see that part. I don't know how it got to the timekeepers. I just seen him go over to it.
Yeah,
I think maybe he was looking for something else, and then he seen the watch and was like, "Oh yeah, let me use this as brass knuckles."
And it's interesting because the way that they set it up is he's about to go back in the ring, and he's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna win this match. I'm gonna win this match straight up." And then when he realized he couldn't win the match straight up, he was just like, "Where's that fucking Rolex at?" And he caught him in the face.
Great callback.
Yeah,
it was great.
And then, like you said, he hit him with the stomp, then he hit him with the super stomp, and then won the match.
Right.
And then he did the heel thing where the commentator comes in and try to ask Seth, like, how do you feel about being the Ultimate Champion? He just grabs the mic. It's like, I already know what you're going to say. All right. I am the best. I want everyone to know that I'm the fucking best. I did this without anyone's help. I did this all by myself. I did it the right way. I didn't cheat. You didn't watch it. You didn't see me cheat at all. And did it the right way. Don't ask me any dumb-ass questions. I'm better than everybody. Suck my dick from the back. And then just the fireworks go off and shit. He gets the belt in the ring. And then Stephanie Vaquer goes into the ring. And then you can see him mouth that Stephanie, points to her belt. It's just like, my wife's coming for that belt next. That's what he mouths to her. And I'm like, oh, that's actually interesting. If they could have made something out of that, but they did.
Yes, it felt so. Even let me go back to that Stephanie match when she won the belt. When Triple H comes into the ring, that fit. Me personally, I haven't seen him do that in a long time.
Yeah,
maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I don't know. Just my eyes. Like it's like you're shouting out the person that gave you the belt by coming to the ring and giving them that belt. Like, no, like stay out, just give her the belt and move out the way. Let her shine. You can take your picture with the pointed finger. You do that every backstage with everybody that wins the belt. You don't gotta do that in the ring. Do it backstage like you always do. But I hate them belts in the ring. I just hate them, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just like good things.
It's too much. It's too much. Like it's very tacky. Like it's the equivalent of a No Limit album cover or a No Limit Cash Money album cover back in the 2000s, where
they about to do a versus. They about to bring them back too.
Hey, it's like everything is gold.
I low key
platinum.
think they trying to throw shade at AEW with them belts. Low key, that's just my conspiracy theory.
Because AEW has 28 belts.
Because they got big belts too, but they don't look that bad. They look pretty good.
Yeah. But what did you think of the pay-per-view? What would you give the pay-per-view, KP?
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
But a couple of matches carried it. Like John Cena, AJ Styles match carried the whole pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It even carried the Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes match. I still had that energy from that match because the ladies match felt like an intermission.
Yeah, which is
and
sad.
Then I went back to it. Like I got another rush of energy after that, and it felt like that John Cena's AJ Styles match was the pinnacle of the whole event. I like for champions to win their belt in the country that they live in. That's just me.
Yeah.
And when she won that belt over there, I was like, all right, she can't even celebrate with her I don't know what her family dynamics are, but I'm just going to say she can't even celebrate with her family.
Yeah.
I don't know if her family's there. Maybe they told her before, like, hey, fly your family in. We're going to celebrate, yada, yada, yada. But hey, man, I don't like certain things about where WWE is going. But I enjoyed it. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Mhm.
But it's not, it's kind of like Weapons to me. It's all right. It's cool. I'll never watch it again. It's not I'll never go see them little kids running around. Fly. I'll never watch that movie ever again for no reason. Just
One
like
of the
it's
best movies of the
wrestling.
year.
I'll never reference it again. Only thing I'll reference is the John Cena match. Like, hey man, they was doing everybody moves and it felt like a video game and he was doing this. That's the only thing memorable from this and them bad belts. That's the only two things I remember.
Just shout out. It's
Shout
like,
out to Perth, man. I'm gonna live my childhood dreams and I'm gonna come see you, Perth, and play the saxophone.
hey, as long as you can do that.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it well. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do it.
All right, exactly. That's the only thing that matters. KP, what is your social media? How can people contact you?
Oh, you can follow me on the one social media that I use mostly is KP was right. Because I usually am on most
Twitter?
things. On Twitter, yes, you can follow me there. You can follow me on Instagram, Coach KP223. Sometimes I post there. I usually retweet cool stuff. And hey, man, chop it up with me. Just make sure when we have a conversation, I'm going to be right. You're going to be wrong. And if you can't live with that, please leave me alone. That's
It's like, hey, it's 2025. We have no time for political
I'm not going back and
correctness
forth
and
with you
being right.
fools.
Yeah, exactly. You're like Kamala Harris on the book tour, where it's just like, you should have voted for me if you want to make a big deal about this.
Don't turn to Drake, man. Don't turn to Drake and start suing me because I'm right and you wrong. Don't do that.
This is a
Stay out my
sad
mentions.
day. But yeah, thank you once again. You can reach us via Twitter, HWL, Instagram. We're trying to get the TikTok going back again because I feel like we got to start doing TikToks again. And you can find us on Threads. Penny is still, keeping the fight going and talking about
Free John Poor.
Exactly. She's fighting for our freedoms. We have to understand that. And yeah, like you can contact us anywhere, but normally we just have this show. This show kind of just ends. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna end this.